fucking shocked. It's fine, don't worry. My toxic masculinity always is that to people. No, I'm not masculine because my mum and dad's divorced. So I didn't have like a male role model growing up, you know. All I know about my dad is whenever he heard the song Here Comes the Sun, he used to shit himself and run away from responsibility. So, thank you for laughing, it fills the void you left in my life. I'm quite young as well, I've I'm quite young, I'm 19. Just when I'm not like other teenagers from very patronising motherfucker over there. I'm not like other teenagers though, like a lot of my friends are into fitness. You know, some of them have Fitbits, I don't have a Fitbit because I've got a personality. They always fucking run over like, oh my god, guess how many steps I've done? I don't know, too many in my direction, piss off. Too feet off a cliff, not bad, you know. If I ever have a child who's one of these fitness freaks, I'm just going to kick him out of the house. Then we'll see how keen he is on squatting. That's my best joke. So I don't watch the same TV as the teenagers as well. Like, does anyone here watch Don't Tell the Bride? No, we all work. I feel like Don't Tell the Bride's a bit of a wasted opportunity. You know, I think they need to like branch out to other celebrations, like funerals. Don't do better than me, because everyone here would watch Don't Tell the Widow. Great show. I like being young. My nan seems to think it's the best thing on earth. She always goes, oh, it was better in my day. Fuck, it wasn't. She always has a go at me for being on my phone. She's like, oh, you're always on your phone. Didn't have them in my day. I'm like, yeah, Nan, we had racism and homophobia, so get off your fucking high horse. Like, her latest thing, she's trying to scare me off social media. She's like, oh, you need to be careful who you're talking to online. There are paedophiles online. I'm like, yeah, Nan, and they're on your fucking TV growing up, so what's your point? She thinks I'm too reliant on technology, but she's on the life support machine now, so fuck it. She's not a life support machine, she's not a life support machine anymore. I'm not like other teenagers as well, because I've got learning difficulties, which is fun. People say stupid stuff to you when you got learning difficulties, like my mum was the worst for this. She always goes, oh, you know, Sam, I wouldn't want you any other way. Which is bullshit. Because that makes it sound like she wanted me to be disabled. You know, like when she was pregnant and people going, do you want a boy or a girl? She was like, I don't mind as long as it's got no social skills whatsoever. Teachers do it to me all the time as well. They're like, oh, you know, Sam, just because you've got learning difficulties, it doesn't mean you can't do what other people can do. Which is exactly what it fucking means. I'm not retarded. Well, technically. I told that joke at a gig the other day, and this woman came in and she got very fucking offended. She went, you're fucking disgusting. Right, so what? She went, you're disgusting. Right, well, what did I do? She went, well, you're on that stage pretending you have learning difficulties. I was like, no, I do actually have learning difficulties. And she put a finger to my lips and went, no. I know you don't have learning difficulties. And I went, how do you know? She went, well, I've just seen you talk for 20 minutes, so you're not properly disabled, are you? Right. I was like, thanks, Mum. I got asked to do a charity gig for people with learning difficulties, and I was like, I don't think I'm the right act for this, you know, it's not right support material. But I was like, you know what, give me some details about the gig, I'll try and find a better act. I'm like, okay, we're 20 minutes, it's on the 14th of November, and it's £200. And I went, oh, I'm the perfect act. Yeah, I'm monetised off being a monk, sure. I'm not gay as well. Yeah, if you all look as shocked as my mum was. I'm bisexual, which is fun. Any other bisexuals in? oh, fantastic, we'll shag later. Right? But you, oh, sorry. It's just I've got standards. My family all thought I was going to be gay, you know, because I was born prematurely, and they thought this was me escaping the clutch of the clitoris. I'm bisexual. I like being bisexual. I used to tell people I was pansexual. They all thought I was fucking Spanish bread, so that stopped. I'm not sure about anyone else here. I don't let my sexuality define who I am as a person. You know, I don't let the fact I'm attracted to men and women define who I am. I like the fact I'm attracted to people who are fucked up define who I am. Like, I don't know if anyone else has a problem, but my dick is so good at spotting a psychopath, I think it needs to be hired by the police. If it gets erect, lock him up before he fucking hurts someone. And they're like, this person's funny, clever and brilliant. And my dick's like, yeah, but this guy's got a neck tattoo, I want to talk to him. And he's called Kyle. And he listens to Post Malone. And I'm like, this person will make me happy. And my dick's like, so will Kyle. For about a week. Then he'll leave you on your own crying as he tells you it was just an experiment, not to think too much about it. All you can think about is him. I'm completely over Kyle. You need to cut toxic people out of your life. That's what my mate always says, but now she's pissed off because I don't torture anymore. Even though I'm not gay, I do get quite a bit of homophobia. Like, the reasons for homophobia are fucking stupid, aren't they? You know, like, oh, it's against God's will, oh, God's not real, fuck off. You know, oh, it's gay marriage upsets gender norms, good, fuck gender norms. Well, it's not natural, really, because we find it in nature, so fuck off. See, what I don't understand is why people come up with bullshit reasons to hate gay people, and I find perfectly valid reasons to hate straight people every day. Like, no, I'm heterophobic. Anyone else? No, like, oh, there's a gay pride, why isn't there a straight pride? Maybe because you've got fuck all to be proud of, dickhead. Thanks for not killing us as much. I don't know if anyone been to a straight bar? They're the most depressing places you'll ever go to. Just like some guy crying into a pint of beer because his wife's left him and he's listening to Nickelback, you know, the thing going through his head's like, oh, why don't I just end it now? But that guy in a gay bar, his night's improved, you know, because you can't be crying while downing shots of martini, listening to Gloria Gaynor, and the only thing going through your head is, I just want to suck a cock. I'm in a relationship though with a woman, which is, yeah. It's weird though. A bit of a weird dynamic, you know, me being bisexual in a heterosexual relationship, because I'm definitely better with dick than she is. Like 100 fucking %, you know? And I learned this the other day, she doesn't appreciate feedback. That was awkward. You know, but I learned the other day that, like, when she inevitably gets bored and leaves me, I'm going to be a worse gay as a matter of practice. So I know this now, so I'm just deep throating shit I found around the house. Like, fucking TV remotes, Pringle cans, and her brother. And she left me on Monday, so let's have a You know what, I'm going to slag her off for a bit, let's do it. We left, we broke up. She was fine, it was great, she was vegan, she's fine. I'm not going to slag, I see a lot of comedians like slagging off vegans. You know, they're like, oh, I understand veganism, but I just love bacon. And I'm not like that, you know, I don't understand veganism. Like, I can't think of one reason why a cow shouldn't die. Like, if that cow lives, what? It's going around, doing whatever it wants, not contributing to society in any way, while all the people pay for its upkeep. Tell me the difference between a cow and a benefit tree right fucking now. I'm training to be a primary school teacher as well, which is the next generation's fucked on. But I think I'm going to be a good teacher. I'm going to be the best teacher in the world. All the kids in my class are going to be geniuses. Have you ever read those articles, like Ed Sheeran's one, Bill Gates does it, and they're like, my teachers never believed in me. I'm that teacher. I'm telling every kid in my class he's a piece of shit, so in a few years I'll have a story. You know, little Andrea's running over to me, Mr. Serrano, in a few years I want to find the cure for cancer. Do you, Andrea? Can't even find the answer to 2 + 2, you daft cunt. Andrea's my favourite child. I know you're not meant to have favourites, but she's great. She's 5 years old, she's just a lovely child, and she swears. It's brilliant. If you've never had a child swear, what you're supposed to say, you're supposed to go, Andrea, what does that mean? Because it confuses them, right? They don't actually know what it means to just pick up for the dad, right? So I saw her the other day, she was throwing sand in the little girl's face, because, as I said, she's a lovely child. And I went over to her, I went, Andrea, stop that. And she went, oh, fuck off. I was like, Andrea, what does that mean? She went, oh, it means go away to someone you don't like. It was like, yeah, it does well done. You smashed that, haven't you? So I asked her some more questions. I was like, is that a nice thing to say? She went, no. I said, would you be happy if someone said that to you? She said, no. I said, what would you say if someone said that to you? Which was probably the worst thing I could have said, you know. She looked up at me and went, oh, I'd call him a cunt. I don't think I'm mature enough to be a primary school teacher. I'm like the same intelligence level as the kids. You know, like I've got a little goddaughter, she's about 6 years old, she's absolutely lovely. I was looking after her the other night, I had to stay over, and she came into my room at 2 AM, banging on the door, and I went to open the door. I think she'd had a nightmare, right? Because she went to me, she went, Sam, the monsters are following me. I was like, oh my god. Fuck off, kid, you know? If I die, my comedy career's over. You die, Peppa Pig loses 1 viewer. Fuck off. I'm dating again now, which is weird. I don't like dating because other people are idiots. I went to a date with a girl the other day, and we were going to a Chinese restaurant, and she went to me, she went, I could never be Chinese. I went, why not? She went, well, I couldn't live off buffets. Fucking hell. Idiot woman. Well, it's still shocked her, I'm desperate. But I go to the point now, I know it's bad, but I lie to people about how successful I am at comedy. I tell people I'm a critically acclaimed comedian, because 3 newspapers have said I'm not completely shit. One of them said I was laugh out loud funny and uncomfortable in equal measure. Is that a compliment? I don't know. It's like, I'm laughing, might cry. I don't know. I got recognised the other day, while on a date. That was great fun. This guy came over to me and said, oh my god, did I see you at the comedy club? And I went, yeah, you did. Oh my god, can I have a photo? Do you want a photo with me? He was like, no, you're not that successful. And he left. And she came over to me and she went, oh my god, so are you famous if people want photos with you? And I was like, no, I'm just memorable. Like, put it this way, if you see someone having a shit in the street, you're not forgetting their face. You just witnessed a 19-year-old wearing makeup having a fucking mental breakdown. You're not forgetting me in a fucking hurry, are you? As I said, I am quite camp, but I've got a masculine side. Like one of the best nights of my life was spent in a football stadium. It was the Manchester Etihad Stadium. I sang along with all the songs, cheered the right bits, wore the right clothes. I don't think I've ever felt more accepted in my life. It was for the Taylor Swift Reputation tour. You look genuinely appalled I listened to Taylor Swift. What kind of music did you listen to when you were growing up?
Oh, the Beatles.
The Beatles! Oh wow! I definitely wasn't alive when they were right. I was still swimming around my dad's ball like that. Fun fact, my dad wanking was the last time he hugged me, so... I just wanted to see how you'd react. That was beautiful. Right, I've got 3 things to say before I go. Firstly, thank you very much. I'm not going just yet. Fucking hell. Desperate to get me off stage. Right, fuck it, I'm doing another 20 minutes. So yeah, 3 things to say before I go. Firstly, thank you very much. You've been lovely. I know I'm a bit of a weird actor, aren't I? Because I'm quite young and quite camped as like Michael Jackson's wet dream. I You're saying that I'm quite dark. I very rarely give audiences happy endings, you know, but you're quite attractive, so I might give you a happy ending. And I'll leave you on one more reason I'm not like other teenagers. Like a lot of my friends are now atheists, when I still am Christian, but that's because church is the only place I can call someone father. Yeah, I'll leave you on that. You can all decide how mentally unstable I am. Sam Serrano, it's been lovely. Good night.